There is a stirring in the air, a vibration that speaks to those who have ears to hear. The world moves as if in a dream, and yet beneath the surface there is a trembling, a quiet urgency whispering, "Be ready." Many turn away, caught in the illusion of their daily lives, unaware that the tides of change are already shifting. But for those who listen, for those who watch, the signs are clear. What is coming cannot be ignored, for it has already begun. The alarms are ringing, not in the world outside, but within the soul. Every event, every disruption, every moment of uncertainty is a reflection of something deeper unfolding. The external world is but a mirror showing us the state of our consciousness, revealing what has long been hidden. If the world seems to shake, it is because the foundations of old thought are crumbling endlessly. If chaos appears to rise, it is because the veils are lifting and truth will no longer be contained. This is not a time for fear, but for awakening. The choice is yours: to remain asleep, clinging to the illusions of comfort, or to rise, to see beyond what the eyes perceive and recognize what is truly unfolding. The patterns are there, repeating through time, calling to those who will listen. Nothing comes unannounced. The signs have always been present, the messages whispered through scripture, through nature, through the quiet knowing that sits within the heart. There will be those who dismiss the warnings, who say it is nothing but another moment in time, another season of change. But deep down, there is an awareness that something greater is at play. It is felt in the stillness of the night, in the unshakable sense that life is moving toward a reckoning, a revealing. The energy of the world is shifting, and those who are unprepared will find themselves lost in the storm. But understand this: nothing that comes is meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you. The discomfort, the uncertainty, the sense of something drawing near, it is all leading you to a higher understanding, a greater realization of who you truly are. The world you see is not fixed. It is fluid, shaped by the consciousness that perceives it. And as the old falls away, only those who recognize their power to create will stand firm. Now is the time to be vigilant, not in fear, but in awareness. Now is the time to prepare, not with hands that grasp at material security, but with a mind that is steadfast in truth. That which is coming cannot be avoided, for it is already set in motion. But you were never meant to be a victim of what unfolds. You were meant to rise above it, to see beyond it, to step into the reality that has been waiting for you all along. The moment is near, and the call has been given. Be ready. There is a weight in the air, a shift that cannot be ignored. You feel it, don't you? The uneasy stirrings in the depths of your being, the inexplicable sense that something is about to change. The world carries on as if nothing is happening, as if this is just another passing season, another moment to be dismissed. But those who are awake, those who have eyes to see, know better. They hear the silent warnings woven into the fabric of existence. They sense the undercurrents of something immense approaching, something that will shake the very foundations upon which this illusion is built. Many will tell you to ignore it, to push the feeling and numb yourself with distractions. But the signs are undeniable. Look around. Look beyond the surface. The systems you have relied on are unraveling. The structures you have trusted are revealing their frailty. The comforts that once seemed certain now stand on unstable ground. The illusion is fracturing, and with it comes a great reckoning, an unveiling of truth that can no longer be suppressed. There are those who will resist, clinging to what was, desperate to maintain the world as they once knew it. They will close their eyes, block their ears, and pretend that all is well. But deep inside, even they feel it. A silent pull toward awareness, an unshakable knowing that the time of slumber is ending. The alarms are ringing not in the streets, but in the soul. They do not come in loud declarations, but in quiet realizations. In the moments when you pause and sense the truth pressing against your mind. You were not meant to be afraid of what is coming. Fear is the tool of those who wish to keep you asleep. The coming storm is not your destruction, but your awakening. It is the breaking of chains, the lifting of veils, the revelation of what has always been. The shaking you feel is not meant to bury you, but to raise you up. It is an invitation to remember, to step fully into the power that has been yours all along. What is this power? It is the realization that nothing outside of you has control over your reality. The world is not happening to you, it is responding to you. The events unfolding are not random, nor are they designed to defeat you. They are reflections, manifestations of the collective consciousness, shaped by the thoughts, beliefs, and fears that have been held for generations. You have always been the creator, the architect of your experience, but you have forgotten. And now, as the illusions crumble, you are being asked to remember. This is why you must prepare, not by stockpiling things of the world, but by strengthening the mind, fortifying the spirit. The world outside will shift, but the only true foundation is within you. If you are grounded in truth, nothing can shake you. If you recognize your power, nothing can control you. If you understand that you are not merely a body, not merely a name or a title, but something far greater, then no storm, no upheaval, no so-called catastrophe can touch you. Many will look at what is coming and see only destruction. But those who are truly awake will see something else. They will see opportunity. They will see renewal. They will understand that the breaking of the old is necessary for the birth of the new. The illusions must fall so that truth may rise. This is the pattern of all things. The seed must break before the plant can emerge. The night must come before the dawn. But do not wait for the world to show you proof of this. Do not wait for others to confirm what you already know in your heart. The time for waiting is over. The time for doubting is gone. You must decide now who you will be when the moment arrives. Will you stand firm in the knowing of your true nature, or will you be swept away in the panic of those who do not understand what is happening? And last, for health, wealth, happiness, grace, attract into your life all the things that you find impossible, and let your heart bear witness to the meaning of this word. The choice is always yours. It has always been yours. You have been given the power to create, the power to shape reality, the power to rise above any circumstance. And now, as the alarms sound louder, as the signs become impossible to ignore, you must take hold of this truth like never before. You must let go of the distractions, the noise, the endless fear that seeks to pull you back into unconsciousness. You must quiet the mind, still the heart, and listen to the deeper voice within, the voice that has been speaking to you all along, the voice that knows what is coming and has been preparing you for this very moment. There will be those who laugh at such words, who scoff at the idea that something beyond their immediate understanding could be unfolding. But their disbelief does not change reality. It only blinds them to it. The wise do not wait for validation from the blind. They do not seek confirmation from those who cannot see. They move with certainty, with trust, with a knowing that does not require proof. Look around. The world is shifting in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The fabric of reality is bending, revealing cracks in the illusion that has held so many captive. You were never meant to live in fear, never meant to believe in lack, never meant to think that your fate was controlled by forces outside of you. You were meant to create, to shape, to rise above. And now, as the old world trembles, you are being called to remember this truth. The alarms will grow louder, the changes will accelerate, and as they do, you must not be swayed by appearances. What seems to be falling apart is only making way for what is to come. What looks like chaos is only the rearranging of a greater design. Those who do not understand will panic. They will cling to what was, desperate to hold on to something familiar. But you must not be among them. You must stand firm, unshaken, knowing that nothing real can be lost and nothing false can remain. You are not alone in this. Though the path may feel solitary at times, there are others who see, others who know. They too feel the shift, hear the call, recognize the hour. They too are preparing, not with fear, but with certainty. The time for doubt has ended. The time for waiting is over. The moment is now, and you must be ready. The illusion of stability is vanishing before your eyes. What once felt secure now reveals itself as fragile, temporary, fleeting. The systems you trusted, the rules you followed, the structures you built your life upon, none of them are as solid as they seemed. And yet this is not cause for fear. This is cause for awakening. The world is revealing itself to be what it has always been, a reflection, a projection of collective consciousness. When consciousness shifts, the world must follow. And right now, the shift is accelerating. You have known this was coming. Even before you had words to describe it, you felt it stirring deep within you, a knowing, an unshakable certainty that the time would arrive when the illusion would crack, when the veil would be lifted, when the world would demand that you either wake up or be swept away in the tide of change. That time is no longer in the distance. It is here. You can feel it in the tension of the air, in the unease that lingers beneath the surface of daily life. The distractions grow louder, more desperate, trying to pull you back into sleep, into forgetfulness. But you cannot ignore the signs. The alarms are ringing, and they will not be silenced. The question is not whether change is coming. The question is whether you will be ready. Will you resist, clinging to what was, pretending that the old ways can still hold power? Or will you step into the truth that has been calling you all along? This is not a time to look outward for answers. The world outside is an echo, a reflection of inner reality. If you want to understand what is happening, you must go within. You must listen to the voice that speaks in silence, the voice that has been guiding you since before you were even aware of it. Many will not be prepared. They will search for safety in the things they have always relied upon: governments, institutions, possessions, routines. But these things cannot save them, because the shift is happening at a level beyond the physical. It is happening within the mind, within the soul. Those who are unprepared will feel as though the ground is being pulled from beneath their feet, as though the world is spinning out of control. But those who have trained their minds, who have fortified their spirits, who have embraced the truth of their own power, these will stand unmoved. Do not let appearances deceive you. What seems to be chaos is only the breakdown of what no longer serves. The walls that held you in are collapsing, not to imprison you, but to set you free. The old structures must fall, the old illusions must dissolve, so that something greater can emerge. This is not destruction, it is transformation. But only those who are willing to see beyond fear will understand. Only those who refuse to be trapped by appearances will recognize the opportunity hidden within the storm. You were not meant to live in fear. Fear is the greatest illusion of all, the only thing that ever truly bound you. It is a shadow, a trick of the mind, a lie whispered by those who wish to keep you powerless. But fear has no hold on you unless you allow it. The moment you step beyond fear, you step into your true power. The moment you refuse to be controlled by external events, you become the master of your own reality. The moment you decide that nothing outside of you can determine your fate, you are free. This is the test. Not a test given by some outside force, not a punishment, not a trial meant to break you, but an invitation. An invitation to remember who you are. An invitation to stand firm when the world shakes. An invitation to rise when others fall. Those who accept this invitation will find themselves untouched by the storm, not because they escaped it, but because they understood it. They will walk through fire and not be burned, because they will know that the fire was never real to begin with. Everything you have been through has prepared you for this. Every challenge, every loss, every moment of struggle was not meant to defeat you, it was meant to awaken you. You have been shaped by the unseen hand of divine wisdom, guided even when you thought you were lost, prepared even when you believed you were unready. The lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, the knowledge you have gathered, all of it has been leading to this moment. You do not stand here by accident. You are here because you are meant to be. But now the choice is yours. Will you step forward in faith, in certainty, in the knowledge that you are greater than anything the world can throw at you, or will you retreat into doubt, into fear, into the illusion of helplessness? There is no more time for hesitation, no more time for waiting. The shift is happening whether you are ready or not. The only question that remains is whether you will rise to meet it or fall beneath its weight. Do not look to others to tell you what to do. The answers are not outside of you. No leader, no teacher, no authority can give you what you already possess. The power has always been within you. The guidance has always been inside. The only thing that has ever separated you from it was your belief that you were separate. Let go of that belief. Let go of the illusion that you are small, that you are powerless, that you are at the mercy of forces beyond your control. Step into the knowing that you are the creator of your reality, that the world bends to the will of those who understand how to shape it. The alarms are ringing, the signs are clear, the shift is here. You cannot afford to remain asleep. You cannot afford to ignore what you know to be true. You must prepare, not by grasping at the things of the world, but by strengthening the foundation within. You must train your mind, discipline your thoughts, guard your energy. You must step into the certainty that no matter what comes, you will not be moved. You have to listen in. The fear that hastens is madness. No matter what falls away, you will not be lost. No matter what the world tries to convince you, you will not be deceived. Those who are ready will not fear the storm. They will walk through it with steady steps, knowing that it cannot touch them. They will not beg for salvation, for they will know that they are already free. They will not wait for rescue, for they will understand that they were never in danger. They will not seek protection in the things of the world, for they will know that their true power lies beyond the physical. They will be unmoved, unshaken, untouched. And when the dust settles, when the illusions have crumbled, when the world stands in awe of what has been revealed, they will be the ones who remain. They will be the ones who rise. They will be the ones who shape the new reality, not as victims of what has passed, but as masters of what is to come. The time is now. Be ready. There is a stirring in the air, an energy that cannot be ignored. You have felt it pressing against your soul, whispering in the quiet moments, pulling at the edges of your awareness. Something is shifting, something is coming, and though the world may try to distract you, though it may flood your senses with noise and confusion, you cannot escape the knowing that settles deep within. The alarms are ringing, the signs are everywhere, and yet so many choose to remain asleep, clinging to the comfort of the familiar, pretending that the world will continue as it always has. But you know better. You have always known better. This is not the time for hesitation. It is not the time for doubt. It is the time to step forward, to stand firm, to prepare yourself for what is unfolding. Do not wait for the world to tell you when it is time to wake up. The world will not warn you until it is too late. The world will tell you to keep going as you always have, to trust the systems, to believe in the illusions. And those who listen will find themselves caught in the storm, unprepared, powerless, lost. But those who listen to the voice within, those who trust the knowing that speaks beyond words, they will be ready. You were never meant to follow the path laid out by others. You were never meant to be swept along by the current, unaware of where it is taking you. You were meant to be the creator of your own reality, the architect of your own destiny. And now, more than ever, you must remember this truth. The illusions are crumbling, the masks are falling away. The world as you knew it is dissolving, revealing something deeper, something truer, something that has always been there beneath the surface. And it is up to you to decide how you will meet this moment. Fear will come as it always does. It will try to wrap itself around your mind to convince you that you are helpless, that you are small, that you are at the mercy of forces beyond your control. But fear is nothing more than a shadow, a trick of perception, a test to see if you will remember who you are. You do not have to bow to it. You do not have to let it dictate your choices, your actions, your reality. You can look fear in the face and see it for what it is, an illusion, a mirage, a thing that holds no power over you unless you allow it. This is your moment to choose. Will you step forward in faith, in certainty, in the knowing that you are greater than any storm that comes, or will you retreat, shrinking back into the illusion of safety, into the lie that tells you that someone else will save you? No one is coming to save you because you were never in danger. The only danger has ever been forgetting the truth of your own power. allowing yourself to be lulled into sleep, believing that the world outside of you has control over what happens within. But now the call is clear. Wake up! See beyond the illusion. Stand firm in the truth that has been within you all along. The distractions will grow louder. The world will do everything it can to keep you from looking within, from asking the questions that matter, from seeing what is truly unfolding. It will try to keep you entertained, occupied, lost in trivial things. And many will fall into the trap, numbing themselves with the noise, pretending that nothing is changing, ignoring the signs all around them. But you do not have that luxury. You do not have the option of ignorance. Because once you have seen the truth, you cannot unsee it. Once you have felt the shift, you cannot pretend it is not happening. You have been prepared for this moment, though you may not have realized it. Every challenge you have faced, every obstacle you have overcome, every lesson you have learned has been shaping you, strengthening you, refining you. You have been tested, not to break you, but to reveal the depth of your own power. You have been called, not to cower in fear, but to rise in certainty. And now, the time has come to put everything you have learned into practice. The coming storm is not something to fear, it is something to understand. It is not destruction, it is transformation. It is not an end, it is a beginning. And those who are ready, those who have trained their minds, who have anchored themselves in the truth, they will not be shaken. They will walk through the chaos untouched, not because they have avoided it, but because they have mastered it. They will not look to the world for validation, for security, for answers. They will know that everything they need has already been given to them. This is the moment where the illusions fall away, where the truth becomes undeniable. This is the moment where you either step into your power or surrender it. There is no middle ground. There is no waiting for later. The time is now. The choice is yours. Will you be ready? The winds of change are howling, but not everyone hears them. They sweep through the fabric of existence, whispering their warnings to those who are awake, to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. You have felt it deep within you, that sense that something is shifting, that reality itself is being reshaped. And yet, the world carries on as if nothing is happening. People move through their days bound to routines that no longer hold meaning, clinging to a reality that is slipping through their fingers. But you know better. You can feel the pulse of the unseen, the tremors of something greater stirring beneath the surface. This is not fear speaking. Fear belongs to those who are unprepared, those who have built their lives upon illusions and are terrified to watch them crumble. But you are different. You were never meant to be trapped in the illusions of the world. You have always known there was something more, something beyond the veil of what is seen. And now, as the foundations of the old world tremble, you stand at the threshold of revelation. This is your moment to decide, to awaken fully or to fall back into the slumber of the masses. There are those who will tell you that everything is fine, that nothing is changing, that the world will continue as it always has. They will point to the systems, to the structures, to the comforts of the past, and assure you that all is well. But their words are empty, spoken only to soothe their own unease, because deep down they know, they feel it too. But instead of facing it, they turn away. They numb themselves with distractions, with noise, with anything that keeps them from acknowledging the truth that is pressing against their souls. But you cannot turn away. You have come too far, you have seen too much. And so you must prepare not with fear, but with certainty. You must anchor yourself in the knowing that you were made for this moment. You must strengthen your mind, your heart, your spirit. Because when the illusions fall away, when the noise fades, when all that remains is the raw and unfiltered truth, you will need to stand firm. The world will shake, but you will not. The tides will rise, but you will not be swept away. Look around you. The signs are everywhere. The systems are unraveling, the masks are slipping, the narratives are collapsing under the weight of their own deception. And still the world pretends that all is as it should be. But you are not fooled. You know that the old world is dissolving, that the constructs that once held everything in place are crumbling into dust, and in their place something new is emerging. But only those who are prepared will be able to step into it. Only those who have done the inner work, who have stripped away their illusions, who have shed the weight of false beliefs, will be ready for what comes next. Do not wait for someone to tell you what to do. The answers will not come from outside of you. They will not be found in the voices of the world, in the headlines, in the whispers of those who are still trapped in the old ways. The answers are within you, where they have always been. But you must be willing to listen. You must be willing to trust yourself, to follow the guidance that does not speak in words, but in knowing, in feeling, in an unshakable certainty that rises from the depths of your being. The alarms are ringing, but not in the way you expect. They are not loud sirens in the streets, not flashing warnings on the screens. They are subtle, quiet, easy to miss if you are not paying attention. They come in the unease that lingers just beneath the surface of your mind, in the sense that time is accelerating, in the dreams that feel more real than waking life. They come in the moments of silence, when you can hear the whisper of something beyond this world calling you to prepare, to awaken, to remember who you are. And when the moment comes when the world shifts in ways that cannot be ignored, you will know. You will know because you have been preparing for this. You will know because you have already stepped beyond the illusions that have kept others bound. You will know because you are no longer waiting for the world to tell you what is real. You have found reality within yourself. There will be those who panic, who grasp desperately for the crumbling pieces of what once was, who refuse to accept that the world they knew is gone. They will cry out for someone to save them, to put everything back in order, to make it all feel normal again. But normal is an illusion that no longer holds power. Normal is the cage that has kept people blind, asleep, disconnected from their true nature. And so, those who cling to it will only find themselves lost in the chaos, unable to navigate the new reality that is unfolding. But you, if you are ready, if you have trained your mind to see beyond the surface, if you have freed yourself from the chains of false beliefs, you will not fear. You will not beg for the return of what was. You will step forward with certainty, knowing that this is not the end but the beginning. You will recognize that what is coming is not destruction but revelation, not punishment but transformation. And you will embrace it, not with resistance, but with open arms, knowing that you have been waiting for this moment all along. Do not let fear cloud your vision. Do not let doubt creep into your mind. Hold firm to what you know. Stand unwavering in the face of uncertainty, because while the world may shake, while everything familiar may fall away, there is one thing that remains unchanging: your power, your knowing, your truth. And when the dust settles, when the illusions have faded into nothingness, it will not be the strongest who survive. It will be those who are awake, those who are prepared, those who have chosen to see. The moment you have felt approaching is not distant. It is already here, unfolding before your eyes. The changes are not sudden but gradual, creeping into reality like shadows before the dawn. Those who are asleep will dismiss it, clinging to their routines, seeking comfort in the familiar. But you cannot afford to be like them. You were not made to slumber in the illusions of the world. You were made to awaken, to rise beyond the falsehoods, to prepare yourself for the inevitable shift that is taking place. You have always known that the world as it is presented is not the true reality. You have felt the cracks beneath the surface, sensed the fabric of existence being rewritten in ways that most refuse to acknowledge. The distractions are endless, designed to keep the mind preoccupied, to lull the spirit into complacency. But no distraction is strong enough to silence the knowing within you. No amount of noise can drown out the call that has been echoing in your soul. You are not here by accident. You were placed in this moment for a reason. You have been given an opportunity that few will recognize. While the rest of the world is lost in the illusions of control and security, you are being shown the truth. You are being called to prepare, not in fear, but in power. You are being called to strengthen your inner foundation, to let go of everything that has bound you to the past. Look closely, and you will see it happening all around you. The structures that once seemed unbreakable are beginning to collapse. The promises of stability, of certainty, are proving to be empty. And yet people cling to them, refusing to see what is right before their eyes. They ignore the signs, dismiss the warnings, because to acknowledge them would mean confronting the reality they have spent their lives avoiding. But ignorance. You feel it, don't you? The shift in the air, the weight of something unseen pressing against the edges of reality. It is not imagination, it is not coincidence, it is the silent call that has been growing louder, the unseen forces aligning, the great awakening stirring beneath the surface of the world. And yet most will not hear it. Most will dismiss it as another passing thought, another fleeting feeling. But you, if you are here, if you are listening, you know better. You have always known. Everything is energy, everything is vibration, and what is coming has been set in motion long before now. It has been moving toward this moment, pulling reality toward a reckoning that few will understand until it is upon them. And when it arrives, when the illusions are stripped away, only those who have prepared will stand unshaken. The rest will crumble, caught in the storm of their own unawareness. End of 12. This is not a message of fear, it is a message of power. It is a reminder that nothing happens without purpose, that nothing manifests without intention. The shift is not random. It is the inevitable result of all that has been sown. The thoughts, the beliefs, the structures built on deception, they are collapsing under their own weight. And as they fall, you must be ready. You must be clear. You must be unwavering. Look around you. The signs are everywhere. The systems you once trusted are showing their cracks. The people who claim to have control are revealing their weaknesses. The things that once seemed permanent are dissolving before your eyes, and yet the majority will continue to cling to them, desperate to hold on to what no longer exists. They will seek comfort in the old ways, even as those ways disappear beneath their feet. But you are not here to cling to the old. You are here to rise above it. You are here to see beyond the illusions, to prepare yourself for what comes next. The warnings have been given in whispers and in shouts, in quiet knowing and in undeniable signs. And now they are reaching their final call. Do not look to the world for stability. It will not be found there. The stability you seek must come from within. It must be cultivated in the depths of your own consciousness, rooted in the unshakable knowing that you are not at the mercy of the storm. You are beyond it. The storm may rage, but it cannot touch the one who stands firm in truth. You must decide now, in this moment, what you will believe. Will you believe in fear, in the chaos, in the uncertainty that grips the minds of the unprepared? Or will you believe in the power within you, in the guidance that has been leading you to this moment, in the infinite intelligence that speaks through your very being? Everything you think, everything you feel, everything you expect is shaping what you will experience in the days to come. If you focus on fear, you will manifest fear. If you focus on loss, you will experience loss. But if you focus on truth, on power, on the unbreakable spirit within you, then nothing can shake you. This is why you have been called to prepare, not by hoarding, not by running, not by seeking safety in the external world, but by strengthening the only thing that truly matters, your consciousness. By shedding the illusions, the doubts, the false beliefs that have kept you tied to a reality that no longer serves you. By stepping fully into the knowing that you are not a victim of what is coming, you are the creator of how you will experience it. There will be those who try to pull you back into the illusion. They will tell you that you are overreacting, that nothing is happening, that life will continue as it always has. They will laugh at your awareness, dismiss your intuition, attempt to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. But their blindness does not have to be yours. Their ignorance does not have to be your burden. You do not need their validation. And you do not need their agreement. You only need to trust the voice within you, the knowing that has been guiding you all along. Everything is accelerating. Time feels different because it is different. What once took years now unfolds in months. What once took months now happens in days. Reality is bending, shifting, reshaping itself according to the energy that has been building, and soon the final veil will be lifted. Soon there will be no more room for denial. Do not wait until that moment to decide who you are. Do not wait until the illusions collapse to claim your power. By then it will be too late. The time is now. The choice is now. The preparation is now. You were not brought here by accident. You were not led to this awareness by chance. Everything has been aligning to bring you to this moment, to awaken you to your role in what is unfolding. You are here to rise, to lead, to embody the truth that so many will be desperate to find. You are here to be the light in the darkness, the calm in the storm, the unwavering presence in the midst of chaos. The world is shifting, and you must shift with it. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release the fears that do not belong to you. Step fully into the power that has always been yours. Because what is coming will not wait. It will not slow down. It will not pause for those who are unprepared. And when it arrives, when the final illusion shatters, you will know, without a doubt, that you were ready. Stand firm. The illusions are crumbling, but you are not meant to fall with them. You are meant to rise, to walk with certainty when others tremble, to see clearly when others are lost in the fog of fear. This is your time to awaken fully, to embrace the power within you, to prepare, not with panic, but with unshakable knowing. What is coming cannot be stopped, but how you experience it is in your hands. Choose now to stand in truth. Choose now to trust the guidance that has led you here. The alarms are ringing, the shift is here, and you are ready. Letting go is one of the most powerful acts of self-love. It's not about losing something, it's about gaining yourself, your peace, and your well-being. So many of us hold on to people, situations, or experiences that no longer serve us. We do this out of fear of change, fear of being alone, or fear of the unknown. But what we fail to recognize is that holding on keeps us stuck. It keeps us in a place where we're not growing, not thriving, and not truly loving ourselves. When we love ourselves first, we allow ourselves the freedom to let go of what weighs us down. We no longer need to cling to relationships that drain us or situations that cause us pain. We begin to understand that our worth is not tied to external circumstances or to the approval of others. Our worth is inherent, and it comes from within. We are whole and complete just as we are, and we deserve to be treated with love and respect first by ourselves, and then by those we choose to have in our lives. Letting go is not always easy, but it is necessary. It requires us to trust that something better is on the horizon, that the universe has our back, and that we are supported in ways we may not always see. When we let go, we create space for new, positive experiences to come into our lives. We open the door to opportunities, to love, and to joy. But most importantly, we open the door to our own self-love, which is the foundation of all good things. We must remember that we cannot control other people. We cannot make them love us, treat us kindly, or value us in the way we deserve. What we can control is how we respond to these situations. We can choose to hold on to the pain, or we can choose to release it and move forward. The act of letting go is a statement that we are no longer willing to sacrifice our well-being for the sake of others. It's a declaration that we deserve peace, happiness, and fulfillment. There may be moments when we doubt ourselves, when we question whether letting go is the right choice. These moments are natural, but we must remind ourselves that letting go is an act of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to walk away from something familiar, even when it no longer serves us. But in doing so, we honor ourselves, our needs, and our growth. We give ourselves the gift of freedom, the freedom to be who we truly are without the weight of unhealthy attachments. It's important to recognize that letting go doesn't mean we don't care. It doesn't mean we are cold or heartless. On the contrary, letting go comes from a place of deep love for ourselves and love for the other person. We understand that by holding on, we are preventing both ourselves and the other person from growing, healing, and moving forward. In letting go, we give both parties the opportunity to find their own path, their own happiness, and their own peace. As we learn to let go, we must also learn to forgive both ourselves and others. Forgiveness is an essential part of the process, as it allows us to release the resentment, anger, or hurt that may be lingering. Holding on to these negative emotions only keeps us stuck in the past, preventing us from fully embracing the present. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the burden of carrying the weight of past hurts. We open our hearts to healing, to love, and to peace. Forgiveness does not mean that we condone the actions of others or that we forget the pain we have experienced. It simply means that we are choosing to release the hold that these experiences have on us. We are choosing to free ourselves from the negative energy that comes with holding on to grudges, bitterness, or resentment. And in doing so, we reclaim our power. We take back control of our own emotional well-being, rather than allowing others to dictate how we feel. As we release the old, we make room for the new. We invite love, joy, and abundance into our lives. We begin to attract relationships that are healthy, supportive, and nurturing. We find ourselves surrounded by people who value and respect us for who we truly are. And most importantly, we learn to love ourselves in a way that is deep, unconditional, and unwavering. Self-love is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a process of learning, growing, and evolving. It's about making choices that honor our well-being, even when those choices are difficult. Letting go is one of those choices, and it is an essential part of the journey to self-love. When we love ourselves, we know that we deserve the best, and we are willing to release anything that does not align with that truth. We must also be kind and gentle with ourselves throughout this process. Letting go can be painful, and it's okay to grieve the loss of what once was. It's okay to feel sadness, anger, or confusion. These emotions are part of the healing process, and they are valid. But we must not allow ourselves to stay in that place of pain for too long. We must remind ourselves that we are capable of healing, that we are strong, and that we will come out the other side even stronger. As we move through this process, we can practice affirmations that reinforce our self-love and our decision to let go. We can remind ourselves daily that we are worthy, that we deserve happiness, and that we are open to receiving all the good that life has to offer. These affirmations help to rewire our minds, shifting our focus from the pain of letting go to the joy of what's to come. In letting go, we are not giving up, we are simply choosing to prioritize our well-being. We are choosing to love ourselves enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves us. This is one of the most powerful acts of self-love we can give ourselves. It is an act of empowerment, of self-respect, and of deep inner healing. So let them go. Release the past. Love yourself first, and trust that everything else will fall into place. The universe has a way of aligning us with what we need when we are open and willing to receive. By letting go, we make space for the new love, new opportunities, new experiences, and new levels of self-awareness. We allow ourselves to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of ourselves. Remember, you are worthy of love. You are deserving of peace, joy, and fulfillment. And it all begins with you. It begins with loving yourself enough to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. You are loved, you are supported, and you are enough. Let them go, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Letting go is more than just a decision. It's a continuous practice of self-love and compassion. Every day we are presented with choices about who we allow into our lives, how we spend our time, and where we direct our energy. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we are honoring ourselves, our needs, and our personal growth. It is important to understand that letting go is not a one-time event, but rather a series of conscious decisions we make in our journey towards self-love and inner peace. When we hold on to relationships, situations, or past experiences that no longer align with our highest good, we create resistance within ourselves. This resistance keeps us stuck in patterns of behavior that do not serve our well-being. We may feel drained, unfulfilled, or even resentful, yet we continue to hold on because of fear of the unknown, fear of being alone, or fear of what might happen if we let go. But the truth is, by holding on, we are only prolonging our own suffering. We are delaying the peace, freedom, and joy that come with releasing what no longer serves us. Learning to let go requires us to trust in the process of life. It asks us to trust that by releasing what is not meant for us, we are making space for what is truly aligned with our highest purpose. This trust can be challenging, especially when we feel uncertain about the future, or when we have invested so much of ourselves in a relationship or situation. But trust is essential. It is the foundation upon which we build our self-love and personal growth. Trusting the process means believing that the universe is working in our favor, even when we can't see the bigger picture. We must also learn to let go of the need for control. So often we hold on to people or situations because we believe that we can change them, that if we try hard enough, things will get better. But this need for control only creates more resistance and suffering. We cannot control other people's actions, thoughts, or feelings. We cannot control the outcome of every situation. What we can control is our response, how we choose to show up for ourselves, how we choose to care for our own well-being, and how we choose to release what no longer serves us. Letting go also involves releasing the need for validation from others. Too often we seek approval or validation from external sources, believing that our worth is tied to how others see us. But our worth is not dependent on anyone else. It is inherent. We are worthy simply because we exist. When we let go of the need for validation, we free ourselves from the constant seeking of approval that keeps us stuck in unhealthy relationships or situations. We begin to see that the only validation we need is our own. It is also important to recognize that letting go is not a rejection of the past. It is not about denying or forgetting the experiences that have shaped us. Rather, it is about acknowledging those experiences, learning from them, and then releasing them so that we can move forward with greater clarity and wisdom. Each experience, whether painful or joyful, has something to teach us. By letting go, we are honoring the lessons we have learned and allowing ourselves to grow and evolve. Letting go also involves forgiving ourselves. We may hold on to guilt, shame, or regret over past decisions or actions. We may blame ourselves for staying in a relationship or situation longer than we should have. But holding on to this guilt only keeps us trapped in the past. We must forgive ourselves for any perceived mistakes or missteps and recognize that we did the best we could with the information and resources we had at the time. Self-forgiveness is a key component of letting go and moving forward with love and compassion for ourselves. As we let go, we may experience feelings of grief or loss. This is natural. Letting go can feel like we are saying goodbye to a part of ourselves or to a chapter of our lives that we once held dear. It's important to allow ourselves to feel these emotions without judgment. Grief is a normal part of the process, and it is through feeling our emotions fully that we begin to heal. By honoring our emotions and allowing them to move through us, we create space for new experiences, new growth, and new opportunities. In the process of letting go, we may also discover that we need to set boundaries. Boundaries are an essential part of self-love. They help us protect our energy, our time, and our emotional well-being. Setting boundaries means saying no to what does not align with our highest good and saying yes to what nourishes our soul. It means being clear about our needs and not allowing others to overstep those boundaries. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, they are about creating a safe space for ourselves to thrive. Letting go also invites us to release our attachment to specific outcomes. So often we hold on to a relationship or situation because we have a particular outcome in mind. We believe that if we just hold on a little longer, things will work out the way we want them to. But this attachment to outcomes keeps us trapped in a cycle of expectation and disappointment. When we release our attachment to specific outcomes, we free ourselves to be fully present in the moment. We allow life to unfold naturally, without the need for control or manipulation. As we continue to let go, we may notice a shift in our energy. We may feel lighter, freer, and more open to new possibilities. This shift in energy is a reflection of the inner work we are doing. By releasing what no longer serves us, we are raising our vibration and aligning ourselves with the frequency of love, joy, and abundance. This higher vibration attracts more positive experiences and relationships into our lives. We begin to see that letting go is not about losing, it is about gaining clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to ourselves. Letting go also involves trusting in the timing of our lives. There is a natural rhythm to life, and sometimes we must let go of something before we are ready in order to make room for what is truly meant for us. Trusting in the timing means understanding that everything happens for a reason, and that the universe is always guiding us toward our highest good. It means being patient with ourselves and with the process, knowing that what is meant for us will never pass us by. As we let go, we may also find that we need to reframe our beliefs about love and relationships. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that love requires sacrifice, that we must hold on to people or situations even when they are no longer serving us. But true love does not require us to sacrifice our well-being. True love allows us to grow, to flourish, and to be our authentic selves. By letting go of relationships that do not align with this truth, we are making space for the kind of love that is nurturing, supportive, and unconditional. We must also be mindful of the stories we tell ourselves about letting go. Sometimes we hold on to the belief that if we let go, we will never find something better. We may tell ourselves that we are not worthy of love or that we will be alone forever if we release a particular relationship. These stories are simply not true. They are rooted in fear and scarcity, and they keep us from fully stepping into our power. By changing the narrative, by telling ourselves that we are deserving of love and abundance, we open ourselves to new possibilities. Letting go is an act of trust, faith, and courage. It requires us to trust in ourselves, to have faith in the process of life, and to summon the courage to release what no longer serves us. It is a powerful act of self-love, one that allows us to reclaim our power and our peace. As we let go, we step into a greater sense of freedom, joy, and authenticity. We begin to live in alignment with our highest truth, knowing that we are deserving of all the good that life has to offer. And so we let go not because we are giving up, but because we are choosing to honor ourselves. We let go because we know that we deserve to be free, to be happy, and to be loved. We let go because we trust that the universe has something better in store for us. And most importantly, we let go because we love ourselves enough to do so. As we release the old, we make room for the new, and we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that await us. In this process, we discover that letting go is not an ending, it is a beginning. A new chapter in our lives, one filled with love, peace, and joy. By loving ourselves first, we give ourselves the gift of freedom, the freedom to be who we truly are, to live authentically, and to embrace the fullness of life. Let them go and watch as your life transforms in ways beyond your wildest dreams. You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are enough. In the journey of self-love, letting go becomes a profound act of liberation and empowerment. It is the practice of releasing what no longer serves our highest good and embracing the freedom to create space for new, positive experiences. This process is deeply intertwined with our ability to love ourselves fully and authentically. It involves a willingness to face the discomfort of change, the courage to release attachments, and the trust to believe in a future that holds greater possibilities. When we let go, we are making a conscious choice to prioritize our well-being over the fear of the unknown. Holding on to what no longer serves us often stems from a place of fear of loss, fear of change, or fear of being alone. Yet this fear can trap us in unhealthy patterns and prevent us from experiencing the fullness of life. By choosing to let go, we acknowledge that our well-being is worth more than the comfort of familiarity. We are choosing to invest in our own growth and happiness. It is important to understand that letting go is not about negating the value of what once was. Our past experiences, relationships, and situations have all contributed to our growth and development. They have shaped us into the individuals we are today. Letting go is about recognizing that the time has come to move forward, to honor the lessons we've learned, and to embrace new opportunities for growth and joy. It is an act of grace and self-compassion, acknowledging that while our past has been valuable, our future holds even greater potential. One of the most challenging aspects of letting go is overcoming the attachment to specific outcomes. We often hold on to the hope that things will turn out the way we envision them, and this attachment can create resistance to the natural flow of life. When we release our attachment to particular outcomes, we open ourselves to the possibility of receiving even greater blessings than we could have imagined. This shift in perspective allows us to trust that the universe is guiding us toward what is truly aligned with our highest good. Embracing the process of letting go also means confronting and transforming our limiting beliefs. We may hold beliefs about ourselves or our worth that keep us stuck in unhealthy situations. For example, we might believe that we are not worthy of love or that we need to endure suffering to prove our worth. These beliefs can act as barriers to our growth and happiness. By challenging and reframing these limiting beliefs, we free ourselves from the constraints that have been holding us back. We create space for new, empowering beliefs that support our journey towards self-love and fulfillment. Letting go is also an opportunity to practice self-care and self-compassion. As we release what no longer serves us, we must be gentle with ourselves and acknowledge the emotional and psychological impact of the process. It is natural to experience a range of emotions, from sadness and grief to relief and liberation. Allowing ourselves to feel these emotions without judgment is a crucial part of the healing process. Self-care practices, such as mindfulness, meditation, and journaling, can help us navigate these emotions and support our overall well-being. Another important aspect of letting go is the recognition that we are not alone in this journey. Many people struggle with the challenge of releasing what no longer serves them, and it can be helpful to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Sharing our experiences and feelings with others can provide us with new perspectives, emotional support, and encouragement. It can also help us feel less isolated and more connected to the collective human experience of growth and change. Letting go can also be a transformative experience that shifts our perspective on life. As we release what no longer serves us, we often find that we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our desires. We become more attuned to our intuition and inner guidance, allowing us to make decisions that are more aligned with our true selves. This newfound clarity can lead to a greater sense of purpose and direction in our lives as we align our actions and choices with our authentic values and goals. In addition to the personal growth that comes from letting go, there is also a ripple effect on our relationships and interactions with others. When we release unhealthy attachments and set boundaries, we create space for more meaningful and fulfilling connections. We attract relationships that are based on mutual respect, love, and support. This shift in our relational dynamics can lead to a more harmonious and enriching social environment, where we are surrounded by individuals who uplift and inspire us. Letting go also invites us to embrace the concept of impermanence. Life is in constant flux, and everything is subject to change. By accepting this fundamental truth, we can approach life with greater flexibility and adaptability. So, we learn to appreciate the present moment without clinging to it or fearing its end. This acceptance of impermanence allows us to fully engage with life's experiences, knowing that each moment is precious and fleeting. As we continue to let go and embrace self-love, we may also find ourselves developing a greater sense of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present and abundant in our lives. By acknowledging and appreciating the blessings we have, we cultivate a positive mindset that supports our overall well-being. Gratitude helps us recognize the value of our experiences, relationships, and opportunities, reinforcing our sense of self-worth and happiness. Letting go can also be a catalyst for personal transformation and growth. As we release what no longer serves us, we often discover new aspects of ourselves and our potential. We may find ourselves drawn to new interests, passions, or goals that were previously hidden or suppressed. This process of self-discovery can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose, as we align ourselves with our true passions and aspirations. In the journey of letting go, it is important to practice patience and self-compassion. Change takes time, and the process of releasing attachments can be gradual and nuanced. We may experience setbacks or moments of doubt along the way, and that is okay. It is essential to be kind to ourselves and to recognize that each step forward, no matter how small, is a valuable part of our growth. Patience and self-compassion help us navigate the process with grace and resilience. Letting go also involves celebrating our progress and acknowledging our achievements. Each step we take toward releasing what no longer serves us is a testament to our strength and commitment to self-love. By celebrating our successes and milestones, we reinforce our sense of accomplishment and motivate ourselves to continue on our path of growth and transformation. As we near the conclusion of this journey, it is essential to remember that letting go is not an endpoint, but rather a continuous process of self-discovery and evolution. It is a practice that we carry with us as we navigate the various stages of our lives. Each new chapter brings its own set of challenges and opportunities for growth, and our ability to let go and embrace change will continue to serve us well. In conclusion, letting go is a powerful and transformative act of self-love. It involves releasing what no longer serves us, embracing change, and trusting in the process of life. By letting go, we create space for new possibilities, personal growth, and deeper connections with ourselves and others. We align ourselves with our highest good and open ourselves to the abundance and joy that life has to offer. As we embark on this journey of letting go, let us remember that we are worthy of love, peace, and fulfillment. We are deserving of a life that reflects our true selves and our highest aspirations. By loving ourselves first and foremost, we empower ourselves to release what no longer serves us and to embrace the boundless potential that lies ahead. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength, courage, and commitment to living a life of authenticity and joy. So let them go. Release the past, trust in the process, and open your heart to the infinite possibilities that await. Embrace the journey with grace, patience, and self-compassion. Know that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer, and that you have the power to create a life that is truly aligned with your highest self. As you let go, watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. You are enough, you are loved, and you are deserving of a life filled with joy, peace, and abundance.